And I must say too, that the governor also has done well. The technology center that is in Samaru, which has gone very far, the development, the construction, everything is top class, is meant to train young people in various skills. About 800 young people will be trained every year, and not just trained, they will be armed with starter packs to carry on with developing their capacity based on the training they have received. We have seen that the CDS has tried so much. He came into power at the time when in the northern part of the country there were instability, conflict, banditry, kidnapping, etc. But I think this in itself is giving hope to the people. The idea of the battalion barracks or whatever is to provide security to an area that the CDS, using the normal architecture and whatever, has discovered that it needs such things in order to stabilize. And the moment that the barracks is completed and the military establishment there is also done with, then you are going to have stability within that corridor, not just in southern Kaduna, but extending even to areas around the Benue Plateau, so to say. So it is a good thing that the CDS has seen that, and part of the infrastructure has been really well selected, so to say, and they are meant to provide the necessary architecture to ensure peaceful coexistence in the park. Not to talk of the command secondary school, which again has been secured and is being established in the Zango area. These are all projects that will do a lot to the people. Already, as we are talking, even the project themselves now are already, affecting the people positively. There are a lot of young people that are working on site. A lot of people are feeling the spirit of being secured because of what they are seeing is happening. So, to a very large extent, I think the CDS has tried more than any other thing. And that is why a lot of people always like somebody to be in position and who understands what the people need. The CDS understands very well. He knows that he is not just a military person. He's first and foremost a human being. And so from that perspective, he knows what it means to provide the necessary security. You can't have any development in Nigeria when people are not secure. I recall when we used to come to Kaduna, you leave my village 9 p.m. and you take a vehicle, and that is the time when the vehicle is actually at its best because the engine is cold and then you move freely. But that is not possible now because of insecurity. So your timing is no longer under your command, so to say. You have to go by the dictate of an enemy from within or without. So these were some of the issues, and I think the CDS has done very well. The government is doing very well, and I think it's like there's harmony in both the elected and appointed leaders from Kaduna State, in the sense that we are now seeing a kind of synergy, that they come together to discuss proposals, initiate a project, and it is working. So to a very large extent, I think we are having the best of time, and I can tell you for free that for the years that I have lived, understood politics, this is probably the best time I have seen elected and appointed people completely committed to development of their state, development of their region and their communities. So we will always support them. We'll be there with them, and we'll provide the necessary information and resources wherever it is necessary.
Okay, sir. Are you giving credit to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu based on the appointment of the CDS from your zone? That is to say, before the emergence of the President Tinubu and the appointment of CDS, there are a lot of insecurity in southern Kaduna, where you come from. But now we have seen relative peace.
Yes.
Are you trying to tell me that they are doing better?
No, this regime is doing better. It's doing better in tackling insecurity. He's doing better. I don't want to say compared to the last, but he's doing better. But that's also the fact that the regime understands it has seen what happened in the past, how people became a lot of people became stressed off as a result of insecurity. So this is the time they are doing well. I think the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has done well. First and foremost, the mark of a good leader is to put the right people in places. So when you put a round peg on a round hole, it matters a lot. So for singling and picking CJ Musa, knowing his capacity, knowing his character, and knowing what he can do, and sticking to it is a key thing. He had the option to have removed him, if you know that immediately when he was appointed, even those who didn't know him, just move over against him, and at the end of the day. But it is better for people to be against you from the onset and later change their mind. So most people are now born again. They are born again supporters of the CDS. So it is better for people to support me in the final analysis than hate me in the final analysis. So it wasn't a thing. He wasn't trying to present his credentials. It was his credentials that made the president to pick him. And for the president to have stuck to him, given the outcry from the initial vibe, is the good thing. And for people now to know that this man means well, and to now turn around and begin to sing his praises, that is the best thing that can ever happen to anybody. So I think it is a mark of acceptance. So it's a vote of confidence on the CDS, and it is a vote of confidence more on the president for picking the kind of vice president he picked, who knows the language to use when he's in a place, and then for picking the CDS and other security personnel around him, because the CDS was picked and he is also doing very well. So at the end of the day, who is going to be happy? The president will be happy. If Nigeria is very stable and there's no problem, the president will be very happy. It is his time. We are all going to be happy because it is a time for us to be happy. So we want transition. And so to move from one place to the other, there must be an effort. And that's why we think that government, remember that this government, even with the policies that may be looking very tough, but Nigerians are still supporting this government. And for us in Southern Kaduna, I think we have seen the bad days. We are now beginning to see the good days. So if you have seen bad days and you are now seeing good days, will you now say you are in a worse regime or a better or a bad regime? No, we are in a very good regime now, because there's a transition from the terrible past to a period of hope. And we just pray that this will continue. We are not mindful of the fact that there could be people who strive in insecurity, and no matter the effort government is making. But I think it is our duty that if you say so, if you want to sleep very well, then we must make sure that every other person sleeps. So a child that says the mother will not sleep will also have to stay awake to ensure that the mother does not sleep. But now that we are seeing the mark of things, what can we ask for? I think we are seeing it. And we are not saying that this development should be done immediately. No, it's a gradual process. Resources are scarce. There are competing demands. So I think to a large extent, I will just hope that this momentum will continue. We are standing with the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu.